I was pretty sick for all of September, and the only soup that I had the energy and craving for was Sopa de Fideo. This Mexican style noodle soup is so good, you have to learn how to make it. So the ingredients are quite simple and the recipe comes together quickly, so let's dive in. The key to a super delicious sopa de fideo is making a fresh tomato broth or sauce for the soup. So we're adding our tomatoes, onions, garlic, and a jalapeno to a blender and just blending it all up with some water. It turns into this really beautiful pinkish homemade tomato sauce. It's just gonna add a freshness and a real flavor bomb to our soup broth. So once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and start building our soup. The first step is just toasting our fideo noodles in our oil. This step takes just a little bit of patience because you don't want the noodles to burn, but you do want them to get a nice golden brown color. So stir gently to coat them in that oil and just watch closely as they begin to turn this golden brown color. You want the heat around medium here. We don't want to burn them again, so just be patient. And then I like to add potatoes. You could skip these or you could add zucchini or really any other kind of veggie that you want here. But I do think potatoes are the best, so that's what we're doing today, and we are just going to cook those in the oil before we add in our tomato sauce that we made. And then in addition to that, we are adding in our chicken broth. I didn't have any chicken broth, but I did have chicken bouillon and water, so that's what I used here. And then lastly, we are adding in a few teaspoons of tomato bouillon. This is optional, but it really does add that pungent tomato flavor that just complements the fresh tomatoes really well. So turn the heat up to high, bring this to a boil. I like to add in a few sprigs of fresh cilantro at this stage. I just really like the flavor that it adds to the broth, and we're just going to continue to boil for a couple minutes before bringing this down to a simmer and simmering uncovered. At this stage, it only takes about 15 minutes for the potatoes and noodles to become fully cooked, and then you are ready to enjoy this. It comes together in under 30 minutes, and that's why it's such a perfect soup that you can make for yourself if you're sick. It doesn't require a lot of ingredients, and it is so incredibly delicious, topped with a little bit of fresh lime juice and a sprinkle of cilantro if you're into that. This is one of those cozy recipes that even if you're not sick, it just gives you that warm feeling. Honestly, I just always feel like sleeping or taking a nap after I have a bowl of this. It's just so comforting. I hope you give it a try and let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you next time.